Welcome back to the Sticky Art channel. If you're new here, my name is Justin, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing my personal top 5 favorite art apps for the iPad in 2021. My list includes apps that are not only great for digital drawing and painting, but also for graphic design, 3D modeling, and even a social app where you can post your artwork and other users can interact with your art. So I'll get into all those in this video. The first app I'm going to talk about is going to be Procreate. Procreate is probably one of the most well-known and widely used art apps on the iPad, and for a good reason. It has a really easy and simple to use interface, yet it is super adjustable with the brushes and all the different settings. This is a great app for drawing as well as doing hand lettering, and the brushes that come with it are really great, but at the same time you can also adjust the brushes that come with it, customize them, as well as create your own brushes or download brushes from other artists and use them. And this makes for an endless amount of kind of creative things you can do in the app. Not only can you use the app Procreate to draw, but you can also use the layers to do frame by frame animation using the animation assist that is built into the app. Out of all of the apps on my 2020 iPad Pro, Procreate was the app that I used the most and made the most pieces of artwork in. The only downside that I can think of to Procreate is the fact that there's not an ability to create vector-based art in it. Everything is going to be raster-based or static, which is going to be sized, and if you do end up resizing it later, it does have issues with resizing stuff where it pixelates. But that being said, Procreate gets a lot of updates, and maybe that is something that they will add in the future, maybe make it the perfect app for me. And just recently in October, the app received a massive update to Procreate 5.2. And that is the ability to import 3D objects or 3D models and draw directly on them in the app Procreate using the in-app brushes that you have for Procreate. And it has all the pressure sensitivity, all the other features in that, which is really cool. So the next app that is on the list is going to be Affinity Designer. So this is the app that allows you to create vector-based art that I use. And it's pretty much, I would say, an equivalent or a alternative to Adobe Illustrator. It has pretty much all the same features as Adobe Illustrator. The main difference is it's not going to be subscription-based. This is a one-time fee. It's not the cheapest app, but it definitely, I think, is worth it. And one that you can keep an eye out for. Sometimes they do have sales on the actual app itself, but a great app nonetheless. Very easy to use with the Apple Pencil. And you can see the vector art. You can zoom in all the way onto this art, and no matter how far you zoom in, you never really get those jagged edges or pixelated kind of look to it. You can just keep on zooming, and this is great for logos and stickers. The next app that is on the list is going to be Adobe Fresco. And Adobe Fresco is actually free for iPad users. If you don't have an iPad, it does cost money, or you actually have to have the Adobe Suite subscription. But if you do have an iPad, you can download this and use it for free. And one of the coolest parts of Adobe Fresco is going to be the live brushes. So the live brushes allow you to use interactive organic mediums that actually render in real time. This is the live watercolor brush that is included in the app. And the watercolor is super satisfying to play around with. It's really cool to see how the water interacts. You can change the settings with how much water you add or how much pigment. And all the live rendering is really satisfying just to watch. There's also another set of live brushes that come with Adobe Fresco, and those are going to be the oil paint live brushes. And as an artist that trained using oil paints a lot earlier on, I find that the oil paints in Adobe Fresco work really well and similar to actual oil paints. The ability to build up layers of oil paint that interact with each other is amazing. And this app not only has the live brushes, it also has some vector brushes as well as raster brushes. All in all, this is a great option for a digital painting app. And the next app on the list is going to be Nomad 3D modeling or sculpting. This is a 3D modeling or sculpting app that you can use to create 3D objects to either print or to bring into Procreate or even for other apps. This is a really cool 3D modeling app. It is a little bit newer, but that being said, the team that has behind this has been putting out updates and really on top of everything with this app. There is another app that I have used called Forger. However, it recently stopped getting updates unless you pay for their monthly subscription fee, which I personally don't use 3D modeling enough to justify paying for a monthly service for it, and that kind of gets really expensive over a long period of time. But overall, this app works great with the Apple Pencil, and a lot of the features in it are very similar to Forger or even like a ZBrush, but for the iPad. And since Procreate 5.2 came out and allows you to draw on 3D objects, Nomad has gone in with the update that allows you to create UV maps. And what this allows you to do is then export it and bring it directly into Procreate and draw on the 3D models directly in Procreate. The next app on the list is not technically an art app, but inside of it, there is an art app. And this is an app that was suggested by a few people in the community. They suggested on a live stream that I download Roblox. So this is Roblox. And inside Roblox is a little mini game called Free Draw 2, or a server game. And I drew my sticky frog, and within minutes, had some people collaborating, drawing their Among Us. Very cool app. You can collaborate, people can draw with your stuff, you can scribble all over it. But overall, really cool. I actually put this one here about a month ago and it's still there. That's pretty cool. And some people with some really cool talent hang out in here and draw. So definitely check out the Free Draw 2 app if you have not already, and that's inside of Roblox. So I drew this. I think the pink eyes that were added here with the X's are a perfect addition. I think it's a really interesting idea to have an open community-based art canvas. But overall, really fun game to play around with. And I left a little promo on here. Let's see if we get some subscribers from Roblox. And that wraps up my list for the best art apps for the iPad in 2021. And I hope you did enjoy this. If you have any other apps that you use and like, let me know in the comments below. And if you do have any other questions, let me know as well. Or any other video ideas that you'd like to see me do in the future, just let me know in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, as well as check out my other art videos. And if you want to see more videos from me, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications for when I post my newest videos. And until next time, peace.